Why in this business, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's start off with, have you all kind of thought about what your 3-month goals are for real estate?
Yeah.
Who would like to start?
Melinda can start since she's new to the group.
I want to have at least, I'd like to have at least maybe 3 listings and maybe 2 to 3 buyers at least, at the minimum, is what I'm shooting for. I want to do more marketing, but I need more money for that. So I'm just kind of doing what I told you yesterday, going to businesses, kind of handing out cards, and that's kind of where I'm at with that. I want to do more open houses, but I didn't really know how to do it because I've been having some trouble with not really trouble. I know that the EXP Facebook is a little bit different than actual Facebook, and you have to, another lady told me that you have to actually follow people. And then she just put me in the South Carolina group, so I was asking for open houses in God knows what state. I don't know. So I got that taken care of. Now I just got to make sure I can, get with other people and try to do more open houses as well.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and send out an email to try and see what we can do as far as getting new open houses. One thing we could do too is Andy Shelton and his wife, they represent a lot in hurricane builders. So they may even be able to help you all as far as sitting a new construction.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so 3 listings, 2 to 3 buyers, and one of your marketing activities is open houses. Okay. And then you're still going business to business, introducing yourself?
I am.
And I think that's excellent. I think that's going to get you potentially more business than any kind of like Facebook marketing or things like that. But Facebook marketing, it can be free. So, don't put that aside. And I think LaSandre needs to be doing that because you get a lot of response on Facebook. Okay, how about you, LaSandre? What's your goals?
So I wrote down generate $350,000 in sales, like total.
Okay.
For the price of the house. And I don't know if this number that I'm about to say goes into it any kind of way, but I need $15,000 in my bank account from real estate because I've been sitting on it too long. And I feel like I have the moving pieces. I just need to know where to execute so that I can generate the cash. Like I need that in my bank account. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm telling you my goals, Drew. You said tell you my goals. So even if it's not 15,000, I need it to be as close within a $5,000 range.
No, I mean that's where I'm at right now. I need money, and that has to be the number one spot to start boiling down to the other goals because that's also your why. If you don't need it, then you're not going to take the tasks of all the unfun stuff of actual work.
Right. So that was the money piece of it. I also want to do 5 open houses within the next 3 months. And I'm excited that Melinda and I talked already. We have 1 on the books and I'm going to be working on the flyer today. And we talked about just what pieces needed to go into it. So just like water and a light snack, some balloons, a sign-in sheet, be ready to send a thank you email. So we have the moving pieces for that. And that's just what I'm glad I talked to her because I need a checklist. Like that's how I operate. Okay. I need
a checklist too.
Yeah. So I'm glad that she helped me with that. She has signs and I have signs. So we should be able to get a good bit of signs out for that open house.
That's true.
I also want to have at minimum 3 buyers moving. So I'm ready to take people out, show houses. I'm ready to go through the process. Okay. So I'll also be following up with Miss Brenda.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and I also have that I want to do a home buyer workshop. And I know a lot of times that people do home buyer workshops in person, but I want to be a little bit different and market it as in the online space. So I want to set it up as a webinar and have people register. And that way, we can track their emails. Like I know how to set up, of course, KV Core has a landing page, but I feel like if there's people in there, because at the Q&A part, if there's people in there and they need credit repair, I can generate leads like that and keep filling up my pipeline, and I can help them with the credit piece.
Now, what exactly is that you're talking about?
A home buyer workshop.
Okay. I've never done anything like that.
Really? Okay, so a home buyer workshop is where a lot of people don't know the process for purchasing a home. So sometimes I did a survey when I was teaching at Fortis College. I was teaching medical billing and coding, but I was just curious as to what they thought buying a house consisted of. Somebody said $100,000 in the bank. Somebody said that. It was just like, what?
People don't know.
They really don't know. So it's just a very informative session. And also I'm partnered with the lender, and I would have the lender come on screen with me and just give some pieces of what the lending part offers. And then I would ask Drew or you to come on as an expert. Like, I've been in real estate for 12 years. So it wouldn't just be me and it wouldn't be boring. Yep. It would be a conversation that people can tune in on. It could be just like this right here. Like, I could do a Zoom and I could integrate it to my Facebook, and just people can watch the conversation, ask questions. It's just a good way to get the leads done. And I've been sitting on it for a while, but I don't know why. I should have been done it. But now I'm ready. Like, I have it written down on my goal sheet, Drew. I'm ready. Okay.
And that's one of those, I would be excited to do that event with you.
Okay.
If you want to do it solo, you can. If you want pure 50-50, we can do that. If you want me jumping in with you, just as a courtesy, I can do that. Yes. But you let me know. But I mean, we could do interviews pretty much 4 days a week almost on Zoom. Well, yep. Whatever you want to do, because videos are big for me that I want to get better at and get more consistent on.
Yes, me too. I like the idea that whenever you and I were going and just you're showing me how to use the lockbox and how we did a walkthrough video, I got a lot of hits off of that. Like, people were like, I didn't know you did that. You can get in a house. And I just didn't keep it up, but I should have, because a lot of people were asking questions like, hey, I'm interested in investing. Hey, I'm interested. So maybe that's something you and I can do, Melinda, is go maybe once a week to different houses, and just walk through and talk about different things that are offered in a home or the neighborhood or what we think about this listing. People like to tune in on stuff like that. I don't know why, but they do. They're like, oh my gosh, that's a nice kitchen. That's a way to get leads. So I'm just trying to write down, I have a list of ideas to get leads. That's basically what my goals consist of, because I want it to be more consistent. So if I say 5 open houses, I want to do on every off weekend that my husband has, I want to stack them up with open houses, because in the next 3 months that I want to start generating more leads and more income. Okay.
Well, we definitely sound like we're on the right track. And, I know I preached it to both of you. Don't be perfect, just do it. Because you can't be perfect until you make a few mistakes, because you have to tweak along the way.
Right.
I'm still tweaking, That's part of the process. And whatever you do is perfect for one person is perfectly opposite wrong for the other person. So that's just this business. Some people will like what you do. Some people will not. You just got to keep doing it the best of your ability. So yeah, we're moving along really well. About that habit sheet, did both of y'all print out this habit tracker sheet?
Thursday? You gave me one.
I haven't.
I'm going to share my screen real quick. And this is just something I made because I like to do 30-day journeys where I focus in on something. And so what I boiled it down to, because I'm going to be doing this, I think all 3 of us should be doing this. And I've made these, basically what we're trying to do is create habits that you have to do in real estate to be successful.
Okay.
So what our aim is trying to knock these 5 things out, preferably every day during the next 30 days. But if you choose 4 days out of the week, 5 days out of the week, figure out how much you're willing to commit to. But the first one is 1 hour of lead generation. So that could be meeting other business owners. That could be an open house. That, anything where you have a chance of meeting people face to face.
Okay.
Okay. 1 hour, I put marketing and making offers. So what I mean by that is, like, if you go into the marketing center to make a document, you can use that and then send that out during your lead generation time. One easy offer I think y'all should probably use is a free home warranty if they use you as their agent. That's going to take about $400 or $500 out of your commission, but you don't pay anything unless the deal closes. So, and right now, in my mind, our ultimate goal is to get y'all closing. I don't even care, you know, the profit on them as much, just because we want to get those 3 done. So you're out of the mentee program, and that gets you better commissions.
Okay.
Right.
So, and then the next thing is the contacts and engagements. At the end of the day, this really, if you're doing the lead generation, you're automatically going to create the contacts. But this is one of the most important things. So, you know, if you're not getting responses from people or talking to people, you're not going to go anywhere. Then the next one, and this was one that I don't do enough, but at the end of the day, you're going to find opportunities whenever you're more knowledgeable of the house. So, like, you'll come across somebody, and let's say we looked at a house in the White Knoll area, and you come across someone who's looking in that area. The fact that you can say, oh, have you seen this house, and know about it impresses people more than, I'm a realtor, I can help you. You know, they want to know that you know the market. Mm-hmm. And you don't necessarily have to use a lockbox to get in 5 houses. You can just jump on the MLS and say, what's new today? And you could do videos as easy as pulling up your MLS, pulling up Zoom, doing a video and say, hey, this just hit the market. These are the things I like about this one. You know, reach out to me if you want to take a look at it. Okay. And then the other thing I would highly recommend is a success journal. Let's pay attention to what you do well, and the roadblocks you encounter. And then what we can do is each week go over that, and then that way I can give, you know, suggestions on different roadblocks and find ways we can remove those for y'all.
Okay.
How do y'all have any
idea?
What was that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I like that idea that you just said, pull up the MLS on Zoom and just say what you like about it. That's pretty interesting and easy to do from home. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you have to, I didn't think about it like that. Like, I was just thinking, hey, we got to go in. But even if we do that, like, we can partner and do that, or we can do it by ourselves. Like, if Melinda and I want to just say, you know, introduce ourselves as realtors on Zoom and say, you know, we're just going to pull up the new things that just hit the MLS and talk about what we like about it, and give you some feedback and answer any questions. That right there, answering questions live is what gets people to know that you have the knowledge and that you're able to do it.
Yep.
I like that idea, Drew. I like
that. Very good. Okay, so it looks like we all have our plan. Oh yeah, we forgot one of the big ones. Your ideal schedule. Like, how much time are you going to be putting towards real estate, and what are the times that you know you can't work it?
So for me, I have, because I still work full time, I have 3 hours a day, and it's going to be like the very first thing I do in the morning, like lead generating. Maybe I jump on a Zoom call or a Zoom recording on Facebook and just go like something 3 hours a day in the morning. Okay. And I have Monday through Thursday doing that.
What are you going to do when you get appointments?
Normally it's after work, unless it's Miss Brenda, and I can do it like whenever I drop the kids off. But after work is fine for me.
So you have 3 hours a day during the work day, and then you can take time from the evenings?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to basically try to schedule all your appointments after work and weekends.
Yes.
Okay. And what I want, you know, here's the thing. The things that I give y'all, I do not mind. I don't know if I should call it pushback. Maybe dialogue's better. But like this daily habit tracker, I think it's really good. But you also have to gear it to you. So like if if an hour, 5 success journal can't fit in your schedule, you may want to commit to 30 minutes. But the whole thing of this is make it where it's doable so you do it every day. So try doing an hour, and if you feel you just cannot make that work, bring that up on another call. Okay? Because what I'm doing is I'm creating a game plan that I think will work for you all, but I don't want to be so regimented that, we don't modify it, because we have to have custom plans to get you to where you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mindy, how about you? What's your schedule looking like?
I'm good Monday through Friday from about 8:30 to about 1:30. And then anything after 5, if I needed to make an appointment to go show a home or anything like that, I could do any of that. Now, when I get back into my house, I'm good from 6 in the morning till 10 at night if I need to be. I mean, I don't have, because I won't have, well, I'm not really, I have all day. Like, I won't have to go pick up the kids and stuff because they'll be riding the bus. So, and then I have an older child that watches them if I need be. Well, she's not a child, but anyway, I got someone to watch them if I need be, that I could do more. I wouldn't have to, from 8:30 to 1:30, because then I got to start picking up, rounding them up and getting them back home. So right now that's what it is, but hopefully around October, November, I can do a lot more.
Okay. Now, did I hear 8:30 to 1:30 you're free, or 8:30 to 1:30 you're not free?
8:30 to 1:30, I'm free. I can do whatever.
Okay.
And then I usually try to do my lead generation. I try to go to all these businesses as much as I can.
Okay.
In that when it's just me, and then hopefully if I do have someone that says, hey, I want to see a house, whatever. I know a lot of people work during the day, so I feel like and hope that like 6 or 6:30 would be a good time to show a house. Okay. So I'm hoping that it works out that way.
How do you feel about doing videos? Okay.
My husband just made me a YouTube page, and I haven't played with it because he's been pushing, you need to do a YouTube channel. And I'm like, okay, and I'll do it. It's going to take me some time because I'm funky about putting myself all over the place, but I know that I got to because, I want to be one of these people that when people see my picture, they know who I am. Yep. Oh, she does real estate, So I already know that I got to do it, and it's in process. And I think we're going to just like make a page that's kind of like a fun page to begin with, so that we can get comfortable and see what all we can do with it. And of course, I'm going to incorporate that I'm a real estate agent, and but I want people to see the professional side as well as, maybe the goofy side, because my husband, he's a little nerd, but he's like, you got to gear your audience is younger now. It's not, he's like, so you want to be professional, but you want some of this younger generation to know, hey, I can relate to her, or, she seems like somebody that I want to deal with, so it's like a thin line. Like, do I go too professional, or I don't want to be too unprofessional where, like I saw this one on, I want to say it was the Exp website or the Facebook, where this lady was cussing, and she was, what was it? Oh, I can't remember. It's like, I'll sell and then, there's a bunch of little marks out of your house, and and people were like, is this a good marketing strategy? And everybody was like, well, you just shared it, so yeah. It may not be the best, but she's getting her name out there. So now I wouldn't do that, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to find that line of, I don't want people to be like, well, I don't want her to try and, I want her to be more professional. But then you're gonna have people that's like, oh, well, she seems like a little square. Like, I don't even want to talk to her. So it's like I'm trying to find that line, and
people like authentic. People like authentic. Like, they like it to be real. Like, oh my gosh, let me fix my camera. Hold on, y'all. They like, I don't know, they like that. And so if a fine line is what you're looking for, don't just be you.
Well, I would say you never get hurt. You should always dress slightly above what your clientele is. So
Okay.
like for me, like I'll gear my clothing different, like even from a first showing to a second showing. If it's a first showing, I'm probably going to wear pants and like just a polo shirt. I'm not a tie guy. But after that first showing, it's probably going to be shorts most of the time, especially in the summer. But if it's an older couple, I'm never wearing shorts in front of them. You know, you got to learn your clients, but you don't have to be stiff based on dressing a little nicer.
Right.
So presentation is important because you're dealing with the biggest transaction they're doing. So I would say go at first a little bit more on the professional side, but don't be rigid in your conversation on video. Just be relaxed. If you mess up on the video, that doesn't matter. That's the authentic part. But I would definitely, you know, always try to be just a little notch ahead of them as far as the attire. That's just, you know, business acumen that I've always learned. Now, one thing I will tell you is one of the big things EXP was preaching last year at the EXP Con was they call it being the digital mayor of your town. And you're doing what they're saying except for one part, and that's not, you're not doing the videos. If you get to the point where when you meet with them, you do a quick YouTube video, and then you'll try to create an offer together for potential clients, they can share your video with their customers too. So, and then same thing with Facebook. You can tag them on their Facebook. They can tag you on the Facebook. Now, the reason I left just a second ago, and there's better ones, but I got this thing here. I don't know if y'all have seen it. It's a little selfie stick. I got it from Amazon for probably $15.
I seen yours, and I got one too, Drew.
Beautiful. This thing is awesome.
It is.
You can do the selfies in houses. If you need to use your cell phone, you can go to like McDonald's, put this on the table, and you have a steady thing for your phone to do Zoom calls. I would highly recommend doing this. So, you know, again, somewhere it's under $20, I believe. It was the preferred one by Amazon. So that'll give you flexibility. Okay, do y'all have any questions right now or any roadblocks that y'all are encountering?
No, but if y'all have anybody who is having credit issues, I've put together a 5-day credit challenge, and I will send you the link because it's a free challenge, and it's just going to help people to do the DIY credit style and just teach them about repairing their own credit. So basically I have it set up to where you don't pay a credit repair company if you can do it yourself. Even though I own a credit repair company, I'm telling them don't pay, but the way I have it set up is I leave gaps so that they still are able to take action and get a dispute letter in the mail, but I don't tell them how to build their credit, or I don't give them a game plan. So I can show y'all, if y'all want me to send it to y'all, I will.
Yeah, I do.
It's going to start.
Oh, that's cool.
That's my dream house. Don't worry.
That's pretty. That's my dream house too.
Yeah, I have to leave it there. It's been there for about 3 years now. I have to leave it there. So basically, this is how I set it up. I don't know why I keep having these pop-ups, but I talk to them right here. Can y'all hear that?
I can hear it a little bit, yeah.
So I won't play the whole thing, but I have a video here. I got to change my video. So it's I got to do my phone. Remember how you taught me, Drew?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I did it like this. So I got to redo the video, but I have it set up so that it's going to be in 11 days, and I'll go a private Facebook group. I'll go live every day and train them. And yeah, this is just the start. So I've been working because I really feel like getting these credit people rolling is going to keep the pipeline filled up.
Okay.
And then they'll get excited, and they'll have, you know, somebody that they can turn to and say like, hey, I want to do this. I'm ready. What's next? You know what I mean? So that's excellent. Where I'm at with that.
Yeah, I like this a lot. And then, yeah, that workshop, let's figure out how to do that, because you know, if you can pretty much gear it up where we do the lives and things like that. My strength is like the marketing side, like I don't do a lot of Facebook ads, but that's something we could pay Facebook ads for, and we could get some good traffic on that. And if you're successful, then you leverage it in the future. So let's just do one, get people in there. Then if the loan officer likes it, the next time the loan officer is going to probably be paying a lot of the marketing to get people for us.
He already agreed to do it. And he said if you have it like on site somewhere, that he would pay for the food and the drinks and even give a gift card as like a door prize. So I was like, oh man, like I really want to set this up, but I feel like I can do it here just like this and reach a lot more people, because sometimes it's hard to get people, especially on a weekday, like to come to there's so much going on. I have a lot going on. I have something almost every day after school this week, and it's just crazy. So I really want to do that. So if y'all like want to set a date, like I'll tell y'all I work better. Like I can put the whole thing together, and then we can talk about what parts y'all want to do, or if y'all just want to come on as a guest realtor.
I would like to be involved in it. I'll tell you this. You just give me the date next Thursday.
Okay.
You just pretend like you've already checked with my calendar, and if there's something that absolutely can't be moved, we'll modify it. Other than that, you know, I'm not one in waiting on the planning. Let's just set a date and go.
So you said give you the date next Thursday, or set it for next Thursday?
No, just so I'm not putting you on the spot, you can look over your calendar, and either on the call next Thursday or before then, just give me the date and time, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
So don't worry about trying to get my schedule correct. I'll modify my schedule, and if I can't, I'll let you know.
Okay. The only thing that I'm going to tell y'all is I want to market it about 10 days in advance. So I can create everything and come up with the agenda. I just want to market it whatever date we come up with. So don't be alarmed if it's not like next week. I just want to be able to market it every single day, and then maybe you all can market it as well, so that we can get as much traffic and as many emails in the emailing system as possible.
Do that, or even do a shorter one and do like even if you're never going to charge for it, do a free first step event or something like that. It's like we have this home buyer workshop we're doing a, you know, I don't know what you want to call it. Like we're doing an introduction on the first main step, and we can market that just to get it done. And then we can rehash that or go on to the next tasks. Whatever. What I'm trying to say is don't overplan and don't take too long.
Okay.
Let's get something out there. And then the second time we'll polish it up. We'll get more people. So, you know, don't climb a mountain. Just walk up a hill. Let's just do what we need to do.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, I think y'all are motivated. I think both of y'all have great game plans. Is there anything else that y'all need from me right now?
I don't think so. I'll think of something later when we're not on the call.
Okay.
That's usually how it goes.
Well, that's perfectly fine. And maybe what we do is maybe we try to all three of us meet face to face. We could do that next Thursday, or we could find another time where we try to do some kind of task that, I mean, it could be looking at houses and all taking turn doing a video for each other, you know, whatever we decide. But the main thing is keep moving forward. I'm going to start this habit tracker on the 1st. I've decided the 1st is my go date. That may be Labor Day. I don't know. But
Sunday.
Is it Sunday? So, yeah, that's when I'm really going to start tracking myself. So why don't we all start on the 1st? Fair enough?
Yes.
Okay. I think this was a good meeting. And the other thing is, are y'all aware of Mind Flash?
No.
Mind Flash is, I think the software EXP is doing for mentorees that gives you on-demand training. It kind of guides you. We probably need to go ahead and get y'all registered in that too, just to make certain that you're familiar with it.
Okay.
I could have sent you a link, but sometimes so many emails get sent out, you know, you don't have it. So do you have that expand email, expand@exp.realty?
I don't.
I don't know.
Okay. I'll probably send you an email on what you need to do to get Mind Flash up and going.
Okay.
And we may want to take a look at that as well. But I would really honestly say this daily habit tracker, focus on that, focus on what you just shared with me. And, it's the habits that's going to make or break you in this business. The frustrating thing in real estate, there's highs and lows, but some of the work you do will not show till 60 or 90 days after.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're doing this call, you're going to start saying things, well, I really didn't do that good this week, but I did get 3 calls. Well, that's because 2 weeks ago you busted your butt. And then all of a sudden later, they start calling you. And then you don't want to give yourself credit, but you deserve the credit, and vice versa. You'll work your butt off, get no results, get discouraged. But the reality is you're planting those seeds that are going to come up later. So just remember that. You stick with the habits and the results are going to come.
Okay.
Fair enough. Y'all have a good day, and I will talk to y'all if you need anything when you call or next Thursday.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay,
Thank
you guys.
All right. Bye-bye.